Hello? Is this alive? Mmm. Are we alive? Could it be? Yes! I can see on my own little computer we have liftoff. Sorry, it's not Ben. I do apologise, but shout out to Archie Baker, to be clear. Hello! Hello! How are we all? This is actually a terrible time to start a stream because I've just had 2 cups of tea, which a cup of tea to me is like a cup of coffee to most other people. I think you know what that means. Boys, gentlemen, I would say ladies, but I've seen my analytics. There's about 3 of them. It's world time. Why do I only stream when you go to work? Because I'm trying to avoid you, frankly. I'm trying to cut it off, and it's a bit awkward. Oh, I was going to say it's world time. It's actually a really bad time to stream worlds because I'm going to make lots of extremely, completely, I was going to say wild predictions. Not wild predictions, but just wrong predictions. Just completely wrong predictions. And they're only going to be proved more wrong when we have like the world's warm-up next week. And we realise just how wrong my predictions are. Oh, I can hear myself. I can hear myself. What's going on there? Hello, everyone. Hello. It means you're British. It really does. Unfortunately, England is a real country. Which airport my flights are from? Prediction. Go on. Let's see if you can predict where I'm landing. You'll never guess. So yeah, realistically, it's not quite world time just yet because there's a whole this whole qualifiers yet to come. And in fact, I even in all of my preparation, all of the hard work that I do, I was going to say I even saved pictures of the brackets coming up, but the second one doesn't seem to have made it. Yes, there it is. Big fan will bust out the camera. Shit. No, you can't panel. That's off limits. So yeah, it's officially now. How many days until Worldy Worldy Woos? It's just under 2 weeks. As of today, my Esther was approved. Come on. Thank you to Pedders for telling me that I actually need to get that. Hotel is booked. Work is booked off. Flights are booked. Esther is approved. It's time to clown. Time to get down to clown. Although my Esther wasn't instantly approved, they did make me wait, which means that I probably have some suspicious background going on. There's probably something in the files. Oh, is the chat working on the? Yes, there we go. Late, I'm sorry, I am British. It's my biggest flaw. So who am I going to see there? Who's going? I know some shitters that are already going. ESTA. It's basically like a mini visa. ESTA. It's what you need to get into the country, which I didn't realise you needed until I was told by a wise man in my Discord. A wise man. So, you look to my left, but my right. In a moment. Stop fanning around. Bam! Oh my goodness, there's some group stages first. Whoa! Somehow a team called the Solar Scarabs have made it into an SWC group stage. which is a mystery to us all. I won't be there at work and still doing uni stuff. So time is an illusion. Time is always an illusion. Oh shit! What the? Can I send emotes from my own? What does this do? Oh. No, I've broken it. I've broken it. So I'm thinking for this stream, not only do you have this installed, but let me tell you, you've got some really exciting things yet to come. You can see I've been working hard when I've googled Smite Worlds 2024. That's how you know I'm on it. There's a tier list, and there's even. Now this is production value. This is high quality stuff. Bingo card. But first, we must consider who's making it to Worlds. Yeah, the Scarabs made it in Season 8 and they fragged. Then they lost. And it was very heartbreaking. And SO2 should have got a pentakill, but it got stolen. Criminal. Can we get an honorary ranked game after predictions? No. It's a no from me, dog. Yeah, Scarabs looks good until they crashed and burned horrendously. Man, poor Boronic, man. He deserved better. He deserved better. You know, Deathwalker making. I actually don't even know who's on the Scarabs. Is that the Death? I assume that's Deathwalker's team. Is that Deathwalker's team? Who's the team with Zeros and that team that have been kind of knocking around for the last 3 years? I watched a bit of the Cowlin Wardens, and they were actually surprisingly good. I really do think they could beat the Hounds. I mean, they probably won't. I don't think the Hounds are going to make it far at all, sadly. Deathwalker, Panosats, and JJ Master 69, then these guys are going all the way. Oh, they got French Jesus? The Mambo are the interesting one, though, because the Mambo. I mean, against the Gladiators, that's just like handing it on a plate to you, like, please. I think either Jababa Storm or the Gladiators can beat the Mambo. Can they beat Hex Mambo? It's a hypothetical question, and the answer is no. No, they cannot. Wait, who's on Jababa Storm? Are they people? This is preparation. This is a guy who's watched about 3 minutes of SBL all year. Yeah, I think Deathwalker got the kids, but Johnny got the name. That's what matters. Hounds will win Worlds. Neilmar, ring number 3. Take his status as the chief fraud of the entire Smile League. I mean, he's already had that crown for years. Oh, the Rat Milk team. Rat Milk. I just want Rat Milk to make it, just to hear it, man. Just to hear a game that is ostensibly trying to take itself seriously and have a very important moment at the World's Tournament and have an announcer having to shout Rat Milk over and over. Rat Milk was fragging, though. Fragging. He was an absolute Thor demon. But yeah, realistically, I think we all know it's all going to be Mambo's Ravens, right? Right. But here I genuinely don't know. I mean, Yark the Shark in World's Time is a different beast, but I can see the Wardens making it. I don't think they should, but I'd rather see Deathwalker in the gang. Yes, Rat Milk. Rat Milk will haunt you forever, J-Mac. Can rats make milk? You gotta assume so, right? Right, I think it's high time. Actually, first, so who here is going? Raise hands if you're going to Worlds. Who am I going to see in person? Who am I going to kiss passionately? Hold in my arms. Oh, you can't reply if you're over 5'8", by the way, because shit height. 5'8" and below, perfect. Chef's kiss, but any taller than that, and it's just just embarrassing, really, isn't it? Save some height for the rest of us. Completely unnecessary. Nice, nice, Axel. Axel, I swear you're actually avoiding me, you little snake. No way, J-Max going to Worlds? Since when? I think there's... Which Worlds are you talking about? No thanks. I still think my greatest, it's not even a regret, but the greatest sadness in my life is the fact that Season 7 Worlds wasn't on LAN. Imagine that PK run. Imagine that PK run. Oh, I just broke my phone case. In front of a crowd. Just imagine it, man. My 6'1" ass could not contain myself from punting you down the street. There's memes where it's like, if I saw ET in real life, I'd club him with a hammer. That's basically me. Oh, I literally just fucking destroyed my phone case. This is a disaster. Don't forget to plug the Discord. If only there was a certain Carlin in the chat to slam that Discord. I think it's top 1, Devin. I really do think it's top 1. I think even the worst game in the PK run against E United, where they 3-0'd, even that was really good. And then every single one of those games would go down as legendary games from then on out. Like, literally, like, the most top of the top from there on out. Like, reverse sweeping the Renegades, whatever they were called at that point, for the second year in a row, in the exact same way, is just mental. Against Radiance, they had 3 Phoenixes down. They had that game where they only survived because Paul respawned at the perfect time to clear the creeps when Cubo Fred fucking right hooked his chair. And then, finals was just absolutely nuts. Wait, how do I, can someone post the link for the Discord, or is it going to time you out? It's very plausible. Right. It's officially now time. Oh, not to do that. All that. But to do this, look, it's very important. Prince Harry and William finally talk about their sister Laura. That's a very important part of the tier list. It's time for the official Betty Smite tier list. Coming from someone who has watched about 15 minutes of SPL all year, has played even less, and knows... Actually, you know what? I'm going to even put a disclaimer on. Here we go. This is high-tech stuff. Disclaimer. I know bugger all. Perfect. I'm even going to center the alignment just to really seal a deal. I played quite a lot of SPL, actually. I was just subbing in for a guy called Solo Troll. I tried to play down my performances, but Right, so I've meticulously planned this tier list. I've got you've got top picks and top bans. For you'll never believe it, for the top picks and the top bans. You've got the overvalued ones, which I think are going to be played, but probably shouldn't. I mean, they'll be played a lot, and then people will realise they're crap. Then you got the solid picks. It will just be in every game, lurking around. Got undervalued picks. Player specific is a bit of a cop-out one. I feel like you just put that in if you kind of can't really decide. And you're like, yeah, play it. Someone can play it, but I'll try and use that one sparingly. You've got the meh tier for meh. Doggy doo-doo for the doggy doo-doo. And most important tier of all is Aurora, because Aurora exists outside of all conventional knowledge. I mean, my man played Aposh support. He did lose horrendously on that. In fact, it might be the biggest loss I've ever seen in his career, but one thing I never really realized before I made this tier list is that there are a lot of gods. This might be a bit of a speed through. God, there are so many. There's so many gods that I literally just forget are in the game. Like, who's thinking about Nuwa? Like, Nike? Has anyone actually seen a Nike? Has anyone played a Nike? Is she real? He did play it, exactly, which is why he has his own tier. Is there a way to get rid of Princess Diana haunting me? I'm not sure I like it. Rest in peace. The people's princess. Right, Achilles. I don't know where to start with Achilles, because I think Achilles is really good, and I think people forget that he's really good. Every now and then they forget that he's actually kind of busted, especially once it's been a mage meta for a while. So I'm either putting him in solid or undervalued, or maybe even, I wouldn't say top pick, top ban, but I think we're going to see an absolute ton of Achilles. I mean, he basically won Scary Deer Championship in Season 6 by himself. But I don't know if other people rate him. Do other people rate him? Because if so, I'll slap him in solid. I'm just going to put him in solid. He's a solid guy. Look at those abs. Can't not be solid. Execute got to be undervalued. He's considered the best warrior in the game right now. So, has he been buffed as well? Oh, he got buffed. I do not think he needs a buff. Okay, so he is like right up here. He might move up there. He might make a jump up, but nice. Agni, on the other hand, Agni is like Agni's just fine, isn't he? Like, do you remember that time that you got excited about an Agni pick? No, me neither. I mean, like, my brain says solid, he's fine, but my heart says meh. He's like, he'll be played, he'll knock around, he'll have a good game, he'll have a bad game, but put it this way, you're not going to get an Agni skin for the winner of Worlds, are you? Pwash, on the other hand, king of the mage solo meta. I mean, people start just playing him mid anyway, even when they're playing him in solo all the time. People just started playing him in mid. Like, it's like, I forgot I like this pick. This pick's kind of fun. I think he's probably, realistically, he's probably in there, isn't he? But I don't know. I feel like it could always, at bare minimum, he's going to fall into the Aurora tier because, you know, you never know what he's going to do. Do I think Major Solo will be meta? Nah. People get it. I mean, regardless whether it's good or bad, I think people are just bored of playing them. People are bored of seeing them. I think when it comes to Mage Solo, I'm looking at gods like, where is she? Where's my thick queen? There she is. I can see a god like Eggshell making an appearance. I think you'll still see some mages, right? They're not bad, but I think people much prefer playing with. I think people they like to stick to what they know when it comes to Worlds. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what happens in the qualifying games. But I think Apwash is going to sit in the. It could go undervalued. I'm going to put him in meh. He's in meh. AMC. Now, AMC is just like one of those Worlds gods. Like, I feel like every single Worlds, he just appears and decides that he's good again. Now, we actually haven't seen him for bloody ages, but there's just something in my brain that says he's just going to appear. Like, he's not a bad pick. He does the exact same thing that he always did, and like, Bluestone and Trans and yada yada are still fine. Like, they're still goodish. They're not terrible. And you can still build Like Bluestone, Trans, Crusher, Heartseeker, pokes on with Honey, and literally just like half health him. Dada just wins that god. Do you know who also just wins that god? Shinta as well. But Shinta's going to be. We'll get to Shinta when he just slams Thoth every single game. But it may be player specific. I think Dada just wins. Yeah. Maybe we'll put this in Dada's tier. Amma. I think Amma's just solid, isn't she? I really rate Amma. I think Amma's just good. It's just good. Like, if you can stun a team, dash around a bit, give them basically a free girdle, she's just good. I think... what I do want to say, though, is that Amma jungle needs to get in the bin. I haven't seen it played for a while, but that's a blessing. Seeing Lasbra on Amma jungle gave me all sorts of diseases. Sorry. I'm having a nightmare. There we go. Amma times getting played a lot. Yeah, exactly. I feel like, you watch someone like Baskin on Amma, and he just makes it look like a completely different god. I mean, it's like, in the way that there are Yamojis, what's the Hazer quote? There are Yamojis, and there are Yamojis. I feel like there are Ammas, and then there are Ammas. So I think she's either solid or... I don't think she's going to be top. I don't think any warriors are going to be, like, top pick, top ban, because no one just seems to ban warriors, like, ever. Like, maybe Achilles could creep up there, but... I'm just trying to think if there's any other warriors. I feel like no one picked bans warriors at well. That's what Rival didn't do. And they lost. And Fine OK had a command in his stream for 2 years that just said, why didn't we ban Achilles? Yeah, I'm happy with that there. Okay. Time for some spice. People are putting On Her here. I love On Her. On Her's like, I think he's my most played hunter. He's one of my most played gods in the entire game. He is not that good. Like, he is just not that good. He's fine. And like, he's strong. He's not a bad pick. But he is just straight up not that good. Like, the builds are nice for him at the moment. But I'm telling you, by the end of Worlds, he'll have crept his way down. He'll have slipped and slimed his way down the priority list. This happened a few years ago when Onho got his jump buffed and everyone was like, oh fuck, Onho is so OP, why don't you pick Onho all the time? And they started playing him for a while and you're like, oh shit, yeah, he doesn't have a steroid and it's basically just like playing, like his ult just basically doesn't exist past like 15 minutes. It's just worse than left clicking. Like, I can already see a bunch of hunters that I would just rather pick. And like when it comes to Worlds, people just love playing super safe shit. You see a god like Hachiman who is just good and safe as fuck, and like Chernobog exists. Put him in the genetics tier, now you're talking. I think by the end of Worlds, he'll be long forgotten. Thrown to the wayside. Not for long forgotten, he's fine. And like when Coast plays him, he's like, okay, he's like the best pick of the game, or whatever. But that's just because it's Coast. But yeah, I just think, like, do you want a hunter who is just not that good past 20 minutes? Like, you could just slap a Ram in there. Like, Ram is the most fucking simple god ever, and he still just slaps past, the entire game. They say Charybdis ult late game's better than Onher's, only because it goes faster. It's also CC immune. I think Charybdis ult in late game, you literally just use it as like a go faster button. Honestly, Aurora needs to run back Kumba at Worlds. The entire reason I made the Aurora tier was because I was thinking to myself, I was just in my head before I made this, I was flicking through random gods and I was like, Kumba, where do I stand on Kumba? I was going to put Kumba in Doggy Doo-Doo tier, and then I thought, well, I just cannot, for the life of me, I can't like put any money to the fact that Aurora just isn't going to slam Kumba. He's going to just decide it's really good all of a sudden. Anyway, Anubis. Anubis almost needs his own tier. Like, is Anubis good? Not really. Does he make an appearance at Worlds anyway? Yeah. And he's like AMC, just has a habit of popping up at Worlds, but I actually quite like Goobis. I'm a Goobis stan. I'm a Goobis apologist, but I think he might need to go in the bin. Kumba is Ivro's Najar. That is so spot on. Is there any hope for Gooby? When though it has solo mages, they should have been running this bad boy. The whole Ferryman Square God Port is the god in every game. That is bang on. Okay, Ao Kwong. Ao Kwong is very, very firmly in one of these two. I have always said for years that Ao Kwong is actually just busted, and people just don't know. Mostly because every time I play any sort of competitive game and there's an Ao Kwong in the game, he just claps my cheeks. He just has his wicked way with me. But I think we slap it here. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. The Leviathans are going to get in. They're in a best of 5. They're going to go. They're going to be 2-1 down. Match like other team have match point. Game 4, adapting slams the Ao Kwong with the NRG skin. Absolutely hyper carries that game. Ao Kwong is banned game 5 and he's never seen again for the tournament. But that is what's going to happen with Ao Kwong. If adapting is in this tournament, then I cannot put Ao Kwong anywhere else. How do I get rid of it? I've got a random fucking emote thing in the corner and I can't see. What did I just do? Can't see half the message. Yeah, Ao Kwong just gotta be OP, right? Just gotta be. He does so much damage. Okay, Afro. She's fine. I begrudgingly accept that she's done quite well. Like, I've watched enough PBM games to go, okay, yeah, she was quite good there. Quig as well, yeah, Quig's gonna slam it. Like, maybe the correct answer is that she goes here, right? But I can't help but feel at Worlds, when everything's on the line and you're like, right, we need to just play something that works. If you're a support, you just go, fuck it, Terra. Punters, I'm making your own tier just above top pick, top ban. Like, Afro, like, she's there. She heals. She invones. You know. I just... Yeah. Again, I just think that by the end of the tournament, like, in Game 5 Worlds Finals, are you slamming an Afro support? Like, hell no. Okay, Apollo. Apollo's another one where wouldn't surprise me at all if people just started playing him all of a sudden. Like, when crit's good, Apollo tends to be good. Have we seen any Apollo forever? My instinct is to put him here. He's not doggy dude. He's fine. I'm going to put him here. Meh. Like, if someone locks in Apollo, it's not the end of the world, right? Like, he's there. He'll left click. He'll left click quite fast. But, I don't know. I feel absolutely nothing looking. Like, there's nothing jumping out to me. He's just kind of there. But yeah, he's good with like both builds that you're seeing at the moment, chins and crit. He's fine with both of those. EU jungle, yeah, bring back the Johnny Apollo jungle. It'll happen once you know. Johnny, I think Johnny's gonna make it here. Release the Johnny jungle. That team, that belt slap team, was just actually cracked. I can't believe they got stomped by Renegade so hard. I mean, they were playing from EU, don't get me wrong, but that was Zeros, Johnny in the jungle on the fearsome Apollo, Genetics. Was it Spudia? Who was in ADC? I don't remember. Then Julio in solo. That's a crack team. How did they get so stomped by an Aposh mid? Criminal. Arachne. If I see an Arachne this tournament, I'm retiring, and I officially know fuck all. Ah, we have our first candidate for Aurora tier. Bam. Ares. Is Ares good? Not really. Does Ares die a lot in the jungle? Yes. Will Aurora play him anyway? Potentially. Potentially. Like, I do all this thinking about what's a good team comp and what makes sense and what counters what, and then Aurora and Cyclone just lock in. Ares is an army, and just like, right, fuck it. We ball. Taking a quick pause. Do we have any major objections? First, I want you to pay attention to the disclaimer. Ares solo sequel. Yeah, bring it back. Ares and Typhon's Fang. Let's go. Yeah, I'm feeling happy with this so far. I think we're cooking. I guarantee the first game that the Ravens play, you'll realise this is all entirely wrong, but whatever. Whatever. Artemis? You know. Sometimes that man locks it in. Sometimes Jenny Z slams. Sorry, I can't stop looking at fucking Princess Diana haunting us. Is there a way to get rid of this? Like, add by greedy finance. Brilliant. Cooking up a storm. Yeah, like Artemis, if you're annoyed by people blinking on you, you just pick Artemis and just say, fuck it, I'm going to press 4 and run away. Like, she's not horrendous. There are worse gods in the game. For example, there's Artio. Does Artio go in the mech category? No, I think I'd rather see in the doggy doo-doo category. Diana is blessing us. R.I.P. Diana, you'd have loved the Afro meta. Diana would definitely be a mage solo player, let's be real. Yeah, literally. Yeah, actually, yeah, you might be right, Christian. Again, the only person who seems to enjoy playing Artio in the world. Even the world's best Artio players hate playing Artio. Like, do you remember when Artio was like busted last year or the year before in solo and just played it every single game? And then it was like Variety on Twitter just begging, like, please, just ban Artio. Don't make me play her again. He's definitely one of these two. No, I think even Aurora isn't going to play Artio. That's how sad it is. That is so true, yeah. She's playing like Gilded Arrow to just cash in that extra gold. Okay, Athena. We've got our first entrance. Boom. Actually, wait. Before I say she's undervalued, does anyone value her anymore? Because she was, I gather, banned like mental, and then she got nerfed. What did they actually nerf? You might think I should have looked this up before it started, but oh yes, Raider, don't you worry. We will come to Scylla in good time. But yeah, people are expecting to see any Athena. Because I don't actually know what they changed. What did Hazer say? I know I started watching Hazer's tier list for about 2 seconds and then changed my mind because I was like, I can't just repeat what he's going to say the whole time. I'm going to refer to Hazer's tier list as whether people still rate. Okay, he's still got an priority top pick, top ban. So it's definitely one of those two. I think she's basically like nerfed attack speed reduction from the taunt, but still more than she had before the buff. She's still strong. Yeah, okay. Then I'm happy to put her there because I've had this theory for the entirety of Athena's existence that if you dash and if you taunt, that's quite good. Like, it's just instant, like frame perfect, like huge cone, sucking everyone in. I still have flashbacks to that callous 4-man dash taunt. I didn't even do anything, but just like a 4-man dash taunt, like that's fucked. Like, how is that ever bad? So yeah, we had our first official top pick, top ban. Atlas. Atlas is one of those who, in my head, should be a decent god, and then you see his like general win rate throughout his time in SBL, and he's like objectively terrible. Like, I'd love to know his overall win rate. I need Gormizer here. I can't decide whether it's here. I don't even think. Do we call this a raw tier? I feel like PBM's more likely to whip out the Atlas than a raw. I think I'll begrudgingly put him in meh. Oh, not there. He's one of these two for sure. Yeah, yeah. Hurry Wind actually is a good shout. Hurry Wind does slam a lot of Atlas. But I feel putting him in player specific, I don't know, implies that I think he's kind of a good pick. I would rather see a different god in most circumstances. Okay, I guess that's probably correct. But it doesn't feel right to me. I might just put him in stinky poo poo. Sorry. Is that right? Maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't put him in the same tier as Agni. The feelings I have seeing an Agni being locked in compared to Atlas are not the same. And maybe Artemis should be down here, to be honest. Artemis might make a late bid for the Doggy Doodoo tier. I don't know, because I feel like sometimes you can do actually really well on Artemis, but... Oh, no, finger slipped. Right, a Wheelix. Probably player specifics here, like somewhere around here. Some in this borderline. I always rate a Wheelix. I feel like she always makes a little appearance here and there, and she's that sort of god that can just take over, run shit. I'm going to keep her here. I think this is solid. So I wouldn't say undervalued, because I wouldn't want to see her too often, right? She's fine. She's good. Matchup specific, player specific, fine. Baba. Honk shoo. Honk shoo. Winter Worlds, they start on the 12th of January. So just less than 2 weeks. Everyone is naked and covered in oil. Who's winning the twerk off between the ferryman versus all of the Onis? That is not even close. The Oni's absolutely clear. The ferrymen are just far too autistic as a bunch. Can you imagine Paul throwing it back? No chance. I mean, Aurora would be giving it his all, there's no doubt. But Cyclone is not. He is not enjoying getting oiled up. He's not putting his heart and soul into it. Whereas Genetics is going to be getting down and dirty. Not even close. Yeah, Baba. I have no thoughts on Baba. She exists. It is pretty much an Aurora 1v5. That is actually true. Yeah, I mean, Jay, you might. I'm not against that. I do, because I think I quite like Aposh, and I've always thought he's underrated. But I just don't think we're going to see much of him. I just don't. I think the hype has been and gone. Like, when we say player specific, who do you see specifically locking that in? As a 4-star Baba, it's a good time to be a 4-star Baba. She just throws shit out, and I feel like she's been strong for way longer than people realize as well. Like, she's been top for a while now, but I felt like she was always a kind of very decent mid the rest of that time as well. Just tough to kill, ton of range damage. Bacchus, my beloved, off you go, where you belong. Oh no, don't make me do this. Ah! Oh, it's not fair. Wait, no. There's a new home for you yet, Bacchus. Yes. Oh. I love Bacchus. Part of me feels like flop into burp into intoxicate should always be good. He's got his chug at level 1. That's goated. That's goated. How can that be bad? Well, it turns out quite easily. When you just jump in and die. No shot we ever see Bacchus. I just can't put him in Doggy Doo. I just can't. The first Guardian that I bought with Favor, and he's OP when you're in open beta, just flopping on him. Midas boots. Oh, it was that what's his name? Fucking Vince. What's his face? The wrestling guy. You know, like, you weren't there, man. You weren't there. Having your mobility also being your engage feels bad right now. I don't want to jump ahead too much, but oh fuck, where am I? This little croc down here. Just saying that, you know, Ganesh and Nox beat him up so bad. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is that everyone plays Ganesh at the moment. But 10th pick, Bacchus. I mean, I know he should be here, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Bacca. I'm going to put Bacca here. Is that right? I feel like Bacca is... Have we seen any Bacca for like months? There was that period right at the beginning where he was unreal. When he was 7, when Panatom got 7 levels up on Scream and just sat outside his base and waited for him. I feel like Bacca is always kind of slightly undervalued. Because I feel like he still can be really good. Oath, I can see Oath playing. I can see Oath playing like him, Nemesis. And... yeah, I think truthfully he's like here. I'm gonna leave him here because I wouldn't be entirely shocked to see him pulled out, but I think he's definitely hanging off this category a bit more than someone like Awelix is. I'm gonna leave him there. Missed the start of this. How come Anna's overvalued? I just think a hunter that is not that good, not as good late game as other hunters, is not a very good hunter. If your ult late game is just basically a different version of beads, then that's not very good. If there was another category, if it was like overvalued, except for if Vaporish Coast is playing it, then he'd sit there. But I think by the end of the tournament, I think we'll... I mean, this is probably going to be completely wrong again, but... nothing more to be said. Whale is king. Bacchus has only played first 2 patches of the year. That does seem to happen like every season. Bacchus just makes an appearance. Alright. Sorry, Whale. You've been banished. Baron. When... do you know, when suddenly we saw loads of mage solos being played, it felt like we were going to see a ton of Baron. We saw some Baron. I don't think Whale should be playable, right? He better fucking not be. Because I am sick. Ooh. of bloody new releases being playable at Worlds. Even though he's not even open and ranked at the moment yet, is he? There's no chance. No chance he'll be available. If he is, just like a whale humping around. Baron, I thought Baron was going to be... I always thought Baron's kind of one of those solid solo lane picks that gets slept on a bit. But then Mage Solos became a thing, and like 1 or 2 players played him. He looked fine, but he looked way less impactful than even like a Poseidon. So I think I'm going to put him in there, which is a shame because I love Baron. I think he's a really solid god, but I think at the moment there are so many better picks. Good counter pick? Yeah, maybe you can sit and player specific, but maybe I think this one's a hard one for me because I'm very Baron biased. I just slam Baron like every game mode. Baron mid, let's fucking go. But I think I might be slightly overvaluing him. Do we agree? Yeah, not the best sort of Pythags and Vamp Shroud sort of god, is he? He's fine with like the Blood Soak Shroud, but you know. I think I'm going to leave him there. Maybe deserves the jump up. Probably sits on the border between those two. Bastet. Yeah, true. Not getting nerfed by the lifesteal nerfs does help him, but I think we're going to just see a ton of warriors and axe. And I think in that meta, he's fine in that meta. In fact, maybe that should bump him up a bit more. He's actually better in that meta than he is in the mage solo meta, weirdly, I think. But yeah, Bastet was good for about half of the last Worlds, and then has she been played since? Again, Bastet stan, but like she is kind of just shit these days, isn't she? Scream could play Bastet, but will Scream play Bastet? Do we actually think he's going to lock in a Bastet at any point? My gut instinct says no. And like, in what circumstance are you thinking, yes, Bastet is the pick here? Like, what would you need to see in front of you to see, oh yeah, Bastet is the pick? I'd rather have Bastet over Kama. Think Bastet is a sleeper? I think Bastet puts me to sleep. Am I right, fellas? Laugh at my joke. Scream will play Bastet when she's bad and make her look good. I don't hate it. It's plausible. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Tainted on Baron makes a ton of sense. You can poke super easily. Anyway. Bellona. Okay, I might need your help on this one because my instinct is this. Thoughts? Maybe it's harsh to say doggy doodle, but I just don't think she's going to get picked. I think auto attack warriors in solo are just going to get bopped by an Achilles with an axe, you know? Am I wrong? Player specific? So I know. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe this tier should be changed from Aurora into the Ferryman tier, where it's like, I don't know what they're gonna. No one knows what they're gonna do. They are playing an entirely different game. They're playing checkers, and we're playing darts. You know. Yakor carry only. Yeah. Okay. Now you're talking. Top pick. I can't believe they won that game with a fucking Bellona ADC. Like that. That's so not okay. That is just not okay. You can't do that. To be fair, the ferryman tier might just be the doggy doo doo tier by itself. The combination of these two tiers. So yeah, I think I'm happy with Bologna where she is. I think argument to have her in meh. I'm leaving her there for now. Oh, true. Yeah, maybe axe Bologna into animosity. There you go. No, I just think realistically, a warrior that's auto attacking. A warrior that's auto attacking in a team fight is just. Kubrakan, again, I'm going to need your help on this one because it's to me, it's right around here. Or are people playing a Kubrakan? I actually genuinely don't know the answer to this one. This can be a community vote. Is Cabra a god? I don't know. That's pretty controversial stuff. Ronnie's been playing more Cabra than Aurora? Ooh. That's the intel. Scary D locking him in. Booker Thoth Cabra. That was a dark, dark time. So do we think we've got one vote for Dogwater? Counter for Hell and Afro teams. Okay. So you might think here. I guess my question is, do we actually think anyone's going to lock in Cabra? Like, I don't see it. I maybe do. Yeah, I think I'm with you, Panos. And Ultimate. Let's leave him there. Yeah, let's go meh. He can sit there along with his good pal Baron. At least I feel something. Unlike Agni, I actually feel something when a Kubrakan's locked in. I go, oh dear. Needs a tier called counter pick. Yeah, maybe you're right. But that's more effort. Okay. Oh, optimal dog walking content. Let's frigging go. Say hello to Freya for me. Okay. Controversial pick from me. I think Kama either sits undervalued, solid, or I actually think is that he's going to end up. I think we're going to see a ton of Kama. I just have this gazing into my crystal ball. Maybe that's not right. Maybe he just goes there instead because I thought he was really good in the mage solo meta because people remembered that, oh yeah, he's really fucking good at killing mages. Like when you're running Poseidon and you're playing against Camazots and you use all your kit and he presses 4 and it's like, oh. But yeah, I think he might end up being picked all over the gaff. But then again, he's not one of those where I think he's like good no matter what. So maybe he doesn't sit there. Like there's very few times that I would ever think Baba is just a bad pick. I can't think of many comps where I'm like, oh no, you can't play Baba here. And there are some times I do think that about Kama. But Kama is just kind of just frags, you know? If Layers was still in the league, I'd put Kama here. He's going to slam Kama every time he can. All over the gaff is a regular phrase of mine. Adapting still does, but it's also Adapting's worst god, and he should not be playing it. I don't know. I feel like the correct answer is to leave him here, but sometimes you gotta put your. Sometimes you gotta finish your sentence. Sometimes you gotta fucking Put your heart in something and say, right, I think he's going to be good. That's it. It's going up there. All right. All right. Even though he really should be there. He's going there. Okay. Yeah, he definitely does Doodle and Mammon. Cerberus. The dog in the doggy doo-doo. Do we agree? Again, he's a god that I have no like thoughts on at the moment. I used to think Cerberus was just super solid, but again, when do we ever see Cerb? Unfortunately, yeah. Well, I guess wait a minute. We've got 2 dogs in the doggy doo-doo. That it should be. Might need to put Fenrir in there just to keep up the theme. I guess to be fair, right? Let's Panos. Let's crystal ball gaze. Okay, we think the meta. Do we think the meta is going to move away from mages in the solo? I think yes. I think we're going to see a lot of axe in solo instead. If we do suddenly start seeing a lot of warriors, that's where Cerb actually is quite decent again. Cerb quite likes that matchup. Do we think that he suddenly makes an appearance? No? Not really? I don't know. I don't see it. Don't see it. And no one's running to his defense. nice attempt on the meow first time. Sorry, sir. You are doomed to sit in doggy doo doo tier. Let's ask Diana what she thinks. Do you think she's a Cerb player? I shouldn't say that. Those are bad connotations. Kernos. I always think Kern is solid. You're never too upset to see a Kern pick, are you? I feel like Netroids are going to slam Kern at some point. When in doubt, just slams Kern. Maybe here, maybe here. I'm always surprised that we're not seeing as much Kern as we used to. I guess I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't put on the same tier as like Achilles and Amma. I also wouldn't say he's super undervalued and say maybe he's undervalued. I think probably between these two. Yeah. Because he's not the same as Achilles or Amma. Let's put him in player specific, but maybe here. Chat, we move on. No, just kidding. I've always been a Chak hater forever, since the dawn of time. He just isn't good. But admittedly, Haddix did make him look quite good in the Mage solos. He was like the only warrior that was played at that point. And he did lose, granted. But I think he is actually underrated, probably. Or maybe overrated. I always want to put him in doggy doo-doo tier. I'm just trying to think of anyone else. Oh, yeah, Sino really could. I mean, Sino did... At Last World, Sino did tweet literally just a picture of Chak. That was the entire tweet. So if there was a Ferryman tier, he's going back in there. But Haddix might play him as well. Probably... He probably sits there, but I'm going to leave him there. I just always think that like literally every other warrior has more impact. He ults in, he does a huge slam, silence, knock up, massive, and then what? He just kind of runs around. Great abs though. Okay, Chunga, obviously top pick, top ban. Chunga jungle, as we know. Absolute menace. Cherio will be locking that in. If anything, I need to put her further up because 5-second stun on her ult? Are you kidding me? When everyone lines up perfectly, they are fucked. I can't even, in all good consciousness, put it in the Aurora. I can't even put it in the Ferryman tier. She's that bad. She doesn't even go in the Ferryman tier. But crystal ball gazing again for the future. Season 11, just around the corner. Wait, if you're high-res planning some big changes, you're like, right, we've got to spice things up, we've got to change things. Who's a god that we've not seen in forever? Boom. Chang'e. Anti-heal back on her 3 is the first thing they're going to do. They're also going to make... What else are they going to do? Maybe a faster animation on the 1. So it's like... They're going to do something, I'm telling you. She's going to be the bane of everyone's lives for the first 2 weeks of PTS in Season 11. I can smell it. Because trust me, when Chang'e is the best god in the game, it is a miserable time for everyone involved. Charon. Hello, Frog. And hello, Mohammed. Good day, everyone. What do we think of Charon? I feel like my tiers are a bit scuffed because I don't think he's in the same tier as these guys. But I also kind of think he's a solid pick, so it's kind of just fine. Do people... Can we say overvalued? Is anyone even picking him? Yeah, the healer rework Chang'e just shoved it. Yeah, I don't think anyone ever complained about her 3 having anti-heal on it, so... I didn't realize people valued Charon for him to be overvalued. People are still picking him? I think he's fine. He's just kind of good. Like, I'm not going to win you a game. Not going to. He reminds me of Fafnir in that way, where he kind of runs around, does his thing. And, although, to be honest, I'd rather have a Fafnir than a Charon. I think when in doubt, does Hazer rate him? Hazer puts him in mid-tier. Exactly what I think. Yeah, this tier is definitely missing a tier, isn't it? There's like a tier in between solid and undervalued that just isn't there, but we've come too far now. Thank God that we have the important tiers. Charybdis, if I see a single Charybdis in this entire tournament, I might go home. I might get an early flight and just go home. Like I'd never want to see it. Like you pick Charybdis so that you can hide away in fights easier. Like, what sort of beta mentality is that? Like, if you press her ult in a team fight, you've basically thrown. You'd rather just be left clicking. Yeah, I don't want to see a single Charybdis. Simple as. Okay, bam. You happy now? Chernobog's up there. Everyone knows Cherno's good. Shinto's going to play him a ton. He's going to win. It's going to be boring. Do you guys enjoy watching Cherno? Like... Oh, fucking hell. I've just realised we're only on C. Might need to speed this up a bit. Cherno's good. We all know Cherno's good. You don't need to tell me... Don't need me to tell you that Cherno's good. Chiron is unfortunately going to sit here because the build that he likes... I mean, this is another one where I think, like, Chiron isn't necessarily a bad god. There's nothing, like, wrong with him. But just, if you've got a hunter, you'd rather just slam crit or chins on him. And if you've got someone in the middle lane who you want to be, like, your backline slammer, you just pick Thoth or Baba. So, you know, I just don't see room for Chiron, unfortunately. Kronos, unfortunately, also... like... Yeah. Has Kronos been good since Season 3? No. I love Kronos, one of my favourite gods. Doo-doo. Microwave Gerb. What is the Aurora tier for? Aurora exists on a different plane to the rest of us. His mind functions in ways that we mere mortals cannot comprehend. So there go the gods that should realistically sit here, but you just never know. Cleaner, take him to the cleaners. Do we feel like she's one of those where I feel like might suddenly just make an appearance again, you know? Like one of those where let's say you're against a team that you think they're probably better than you. Let's do something fucking weird. Let's spook them. I am in your walls. Realistically, I guess she should probably go there, but I still feel like she's not bad. Like, get a trans build on her, a Soul Eater build or whatever in the jungle, and she might still frag. Solo cleaner with an axe? Huge. Realistically, she probably sits there, but I mean, you guys are probably thinking here, but I just kind of feel like she might still be good. Am I cooked? Have I been cooking too long? Scream couplet. I'm dying. Have I cooked one too many times? Solid mid assassin? Yeah, I think the problem with playing a mid as well at the moment is that there's lots of good mid picks that you'd rather have. And like other mid picks, other mid assassins like Maman. Ooh. I also forgot she existed. Until I put Chang'e in this list, I literally forgot she was a god in this game. Cthulhu is one who I remember, maybe it was a couple of years ago. I remember having Cthulhu, like watching Cthulhu in the Pro League and thinking, there is literally no way that this god can ever be bad. You just press 4 and like literally the entire other team has to run away from you. Like, how can this god ever be bad? And then people built chin size, and it's like, oh, it's that Drake and Lucy meme where it's like, oh yeah, no way. I mean, there was a point where everyone was building like Soul Reaver, E Staff, chins just to kill Cthulhu, but surely he just gets cooked these days, especially because, spoiler alert, I think Nem's quite good these days. I'm sorry, I'm just burping. That I think, unfortunately, doesn't even make a raw tier. Why is Atlas so low? I thought it was good right now. I don't know what it is with Atlas. I just feel like he always sucks. Like, I feel like he should be good. I play his kit and I'm like, this is a good god. And then you watch him in Pro League and he just sucks. I don't know why. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't make the rules. Okay, I'm going to hurry this up just because we are slacking here. Cucullin, solid. I think we're all happy with that. He's been played quite a lot. Cucullin at Worlds. Slaps. Rest in peace, Benji. Maybe there's an argument that he goes here. But I think he's just fine. You're never going to lose because you picked a Cucullin in solo, are you? I think we've only seen him in double Cthulhu Morrigan draft. Yeah, and I don't think we've seen much Morrigan either, so... I mean, there is a good argument for Atlas going here because I can see Harrowand and PBM playing him, but I just don't think he's going to get played. Okay, Cupid. I thought when Cupid was top pick, top ban in Season 7 Worlds, I thought he was shit then. I think he's shit now. It's like, oh no, Cupid's on the other team. I guess I have to buy Sprint or Winged Wand. No way? Really? Are you a Cupid stan? Did we have some Cupid lovers? Where do you see Cupid? What's Hazer said? That's the answer to this. Yeah, dog ass. See, I've had it verified by an actual source. Is there a tier below Doggy Doodle? Unfortunately not. I think that's settled. Rest in peace, Cupid. No beans for you. Whatever I got, I share. Okay, Darji, undervalued. We finally have something undervalued. Oh, it was more to Mori comment. So the one Cupid defender wasn't actually defending Cupid. Darji, I thought whenever playing mage solos, I was like, why the fuck did you not just pick Darji, who murders mages? Poseidon is in the game and you're not picking Darji? Are you kidding me? I feel like I don't know how people rate Darji at the moment, but I think she's got to be decent, right? Like, she just does shitloads of damage very fast and has basically a mini Ares ult. That's quite good. I'm leaving her there. Sod it. Danzaburi, my guy Pedders. Oh, wah, wah, wah. Or maybe even wah, wah. Maybe the Pedders propaganda has blinded me because I kind of think that Dan's is still okay, but I think he probably really should sit there. I don't think anyone's going to be playing Danza, sadly. Rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace, little Tanuki. You deserve better. Well, Daji is also carried by the fact that late game she can literally like blink, auto, auto, and like one shot you in the space of like half a second. Disco in the meh. Disco in the meh. I think Disco will always have a place in Smite given her passive. Like, it just never hurts to have a free damage buff on whatever you, whoever you want. But, and like, a lot of mids seem to love her. Nice for kind of better backline power, but, you know, you'd rather pick Baba. Erlang is one that my brain says isn't very good, but just... If there was a mid-tier, if I had a mid-tier, I'd put him in there. But just, it's Worlds. It's Worlds and it's Erlang. It's Worlds and Erlang. You cannot have a Worlds where Erlang doesn't make at least like 50 appearances and like get a nerf afterwards. He's just... Everyone just fucking loves Erlang for some reason. And he just ends up being good still. Exactly. Sino's here. They just can't drop him. They spent too many hours grinding Erlang to drop him. Just get Cherio back in the league to slam some more Erlang. Passive aside, characters like Disco, Nox, and Herc make it so you can't group or fight in the jungle. Yeah, Disco again. Disco's like lovely, sitting around a corner and just clapping two people with her two and winning a fight on the spot. So that doesn't hurt. But I think maybe she could go here. Maybe there's an argument she goes here. But I think she's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world if you pick her. Wouldn't surprise me to see her once or twice, but I'm not going to be at the top. E-set, how the mighty have fallen from the E-set support madness we saw for months. E-set was running the show for a while, and have we seen her at all recently? My gut instinct is to put her here, but again, actually no. Yeah, sorry. Sino's in the game. Sino's in the game. Again, this is the Ferryman tier, along with Artio, Ares, Charybdis. Like, I really did need a Ferryman tier. They just ruin every single tier list. I don't think you... Can you say a god is player specific if literally only one player might play him at best? I feel like Eset's not a bad god. But I just think she's so far down the pecking order at the moment, I don't see her getting picked. I don't know. I know that what I've done is describe player specific, but you know, yeah, okay. I know that is what player specific means, but it just feels so niche that It's still so niche that it's harsh to put it above. By putting it above here, I'm putting it above all of these picks below. I'm saying this is kind of sort of a better pick than an Agni, for example, which I don't think is true, but Sino really does fucking love some EZ jungle. Okay, we'll leave it there for now, because it is plebs. That is, yeah, fine. Whatever. Meh for Fafnir. I like Fafnir. I think he's good. He's solid. But you'd rather have anyone else. Not anyone else, but there's lots of other picks you'd rather have. It's funny, because I think he's probably more annoying to deal with than a Charon, but... Yeah, you're pretty right, Ultimate. You're right. You're interpreting my list better than I am. At least Fafnir's got 3 stuns, team AoE, attack speed buff, a disarm as well, the most niche disarm in the game, but I think he probably sits in there. Might get picked if it's like 10th pick support and they've banned 5 supports, but yeah, you never know. Fenrir, I have no idea. My gut instinct is put him low, but you know, Fenrir at Worlds, Fenrir just cannot help himself from making a Worlds run. At least like in season 8, when he was everywhere. He had been played a lot before then. So like at least you could see it coming. But I think... I don't even see adapting play. That's how you know that Fenrir's got to be low, because I don't even see adapting playing it, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's bad. Not terrible. He's not like a... It's not like my feelings in Charybdis where I'm like, never lock him in. I think he's viable, but just not right now. You just don't want to be picking that. Outclassed. Freya. Is Freya a good character now? Does Freya exist? This is what I'm going to need your help on, because Freya, as far as I can tell, is coming into Worlds. Freya's either here or here. I think probably there. That's what my gut instinct says. Meh. We've got some resounding mess coming in. Yeah, crit hunters have always been her kryptonite. Cyclone does love her. Does Panda Cat play her at all? I don't really think so. I don't want to see Zapman playing her, because having edited for Zapman, it's not the pick for him. I know he beat the Kings with it season 8, but I've seen too much. Yeah, maybe she gets bumped to meh. I think I'm happy with either of those. Again, wouldn't surprise me if you just randomly saw her as the best god in the game. That's just kind of what Freya does. But to be fair, if people are picking a ton of on her, that's going to be miserable for her. She does not like the on her matchup, so that's pretty tough. Ganesh, I think I'm right in saying that everyone loves Ganesh now. After all of my time watching Smite, where everyone thought he was doo-doo, everyone's now suddenly decided that he's good again. I remember a tweet thread going around years ago of like, try and design the most useless god out of like 4 god's abilities, mixing and matching. And the highest rated answer was Ganesh 1, Ganesh 2, Ganesh 3, and Ganesh 4. And now, look at my boy. I feel like everyone's playing Ganesh. Or am I just completely making this up? Also, my YouTube studio is saying that my audio quality is 1. That can't be right. It's saying I've got like really shit audio quality. Is that right? Yes, solid at the least. Yeah. Remember when PCAT picked Freya Terror Support into a Jing and got obliterated? I can't say I do, but I can't say that I doubt that happened. Cancer Athena, yeah, it doesn't hurt to have someone who shits on Athena. Sounds good on your end. Here, just fine. Cool. Excellent. I don't know if it's fair to put him in top pick, top ban, because I don't really see people banning Ganesh. So there's an argument he sits here. But I don't really think so. I don't think he's like... I'd rather have him here. It's one of these two. I think I'll put him here, I think. Yeah, a good second round ban, admittedly. But when I think top pick, top ban, I think back to Season 2 when Bologna or Xingqiang would get banned in every single picks and bans, or Season 1 where Ao Kwong was like, you either ban it or you lose. Oh, I'm sorry, Skriz. I don't think we're going to see Cthulhu. You think he's deserved at top P and B? Let's put him in there. We'll ponder it some more. Oh, this is another one that hurts. Can't even put him in a raw category. No one's playing Geb. I love Geb. Always rated Geb. No one's playing Geb. I think he's undervalued as well. But just no one playing him. If you want to lose all pressure, unless, what if Crystal Ball, I'm seeing a vision, we've actually gone past the realm of Warrior solos, and we've now got Guardian solos are back, and Geb solo is here, Divios is reborn. Ugh. A Benny mid game. My webcam has just decided that it can't possibly focus on me. Do you not agree that Cuckoo's a solid pick, Mr. Skriz? There you go. Benny Ged mid, yes. Now that's Atlas mid. Player specific. Benny will play mid. Gilg, I always think Gilg is a sleeper pick as well. I firmly agree. Because I think his ult is just busted. I think we'll see a lot of Cuckoo. Personalmont. What does Diana think? I think that there's a reason he's been nerfed about 8 billion times. It's because his jump is OP, his ult is OP, his 2 is strong, his 1 is strong. His passive is like worst case scenario, a free 300 gold. Bro's just good. And he's got all the junglers have in their pocket. Like, you can just see Panatom slamming in for another. Like, he sees cycling of the team and just slams Gilgamesh to kick him into the wall. Oh, Guan is one of those again. Like I said with Cthulhu, I was like, I can't ever see Guan being bad. But yeah, I think if they're playing Amma and Achilles in the lane, I just don't see a Guan being played. Although again, Guan is a world's pick. People love having out of combat healing, even though his out of combat healing is not only like minuscule to begin with, but now with the brawling change, it is basically like it's non-existent. I think he's probably going to be meh. If Gilg is an undervalued, I think Bologna should be there too. See, I think Bologna is not good. I think we are way, way more likely to see Gilga than Bologna. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe if we do have Warriors in solo, then we'll see Bologna scrap with them. But I don't think Bologna boxes that well with them either, to be honest with you, if Axe is good at the moment. And there's a chance that Mage solos are still around. And in that case, I think Bologna definitely isn't going to see play. You're going to see Bologna? Let's put some money on it, Skriz. Put your money where your mouth is. Ugh, I just found a massive hair on my leg. It definitely ain't mine. Hatchie Man, I think Hatchie Man's got to sit there. I really don't see any other place for him. Hatchie's just good. Super safe. She's so beloved. She's a god that I really don't enjoy playing much. I really don't get it at all. And I don't think, not really got anything else to say on Hatchie. He's safe, does damage, attack speed, CC immune ult, dash, stun. What do you want? Hades, I'm almost tempted to put here. Or here, but realistically, I think he's probably... I can't see him being played, but I hate to put him in doggy doo-doo, because he was broken at the beginning of the year. Remember everyone's playing Hades solo full damage? Insane. But we're not going to see Hades. Surely. Not even Baskin will play Hades, and he was the Hades main for a while. Right, okay. Full speed ahead now, because there's lots here that I can't really be asked to talk about. Hebo. What do we think of Hebo? Player specific? Pretty not solid, because he is a risky pick, but people do love Hebo, especially at Worlds. Maybe here. Because, like, if fucking Paul locks in Hebo, everyone's going to shit himself. I don't really know how rated he is to put him in undervalued, or I feel like we haven't seen him for a while, but he does also have 8 billion abilities, so maybe I'll put him there. Right, I'm going to speed through some, which I think are fairly uncontroversial. Heim is just fine. Again, if there's a mid-tier one, he probably doesn't sit in the same tier as these two, but he's just fine. He builds both builds well, and if someone goes, oh, his crits do less damage, shut up. Not important. He still fucking hits like a tank. First SWC match is on the 12th of January. So maybe Heim goes here. I really do need another tier in between solid and undervalued for just like mid. Because that's where Heim would sit. I'll leave him there. Maybe I don't know why I'm saying I need another tier. I could just make one. Fuck it. Oh no, because mid and meh. No. Because mid and meh are basically the same thing, but meh is definitely worse than mid. I don't know. He's staying there. Fuck it. Hell, don't want to see him. Hera. I'm going to see either... I can see... Maybe Hera sits there. But even Dardes, who is like the Hera player, doesn't play Hera anymore. So I think I'm putting her in meh. Herc as well. I like Herc. I think there's an argument for Herc going player specific, but... You think Hell and Hera both play specific? Who's playing Hell? Who do you think's going to play Hell? And in what role? Hell support? You heard my feelings on Afro support. Not happy about it. Don't want to see it. Cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, alright, well. That one's on me. Yeah, okay, I get it. Ball play. Yeah, whatever. Fine. I'll put... Do I even think... Oh, do you know what? My brain says that Paul is not going to play Hell, right? No chance. But he probably fucking will, won't he? Just to make me look stupid. Okay, fine. I'll put in there. Horus. Solid. Everyone loves Horus. Does Horus things. Hu Yi. Either there or there. Like, no one's playing Hu Yi. Yornorama. Hunbats. Solid. I rate Hunbats. Watch that ferryman set from like Split 2. Jesus, that's so specific. I literally changed how P's and B's went for that entire set. Yeah, fine. You win. Humbats is good. Humbats has always been good. Twig basically won last Worlds on that pick. Just beat up Sino. Good God. Good God. And everyone loves him. Ixchel. Here, maybe? Potentially here. So I think really only SOT is playing her. But she's an absolute bloody menace in solo. I think probably player specific is the right spot for her, but wouldn't surprise me to see her get a decent bit of play. Did she get nerfed recently? Because she's a god that I always thought was doggy dude. When she got released, I didn't think she was strong. Played against her, didn't think she was strong. And then I saw SOT play it, and I'm like, fucking hell. Who is this god? She's a creature. Thing is, they did get, like, so the nerfs were, there's nerfs to the lifesteal stuff, and that breastplate got nerfed, but I don't think she particularly suffered that badly from me, though. I'm leaving her in player specific for now. Probably shouldn't go higher than that, but... Okay, let's get some more solid ones. Ishtar is solid. I know some people think she's probably overrated, but I think she's just fine. I still think she's insanely bloated hunter. CC immunity, cripple, stun, dash, immunity frames, mez, AoE shots, long distance shots, shotgun shots, like, that's just good. I refuse, fundamentally, to put Izanami as solid, even if people are playing her quite a lot. Player specific. Some players seem to love her. Some people build tainted on her. It just shows how little I understand the world these days. Because, to my poor mind, I can't think of many worse items for her than tainted. But, you know, clearly, I'm just an old boomer. In the words of Abe Simpson, what's it has changed. It'll happen to you. Right. Janus, undervalued. Janus is just always ends up being good at Worlds. Somewhat Globe played him in the qualifiers and reminded everyone that a good Janus is really good. I just have a feeling. I just feel it in my bones that Janus is going to make a comeback. Also has an argument for being in Doggy Dude. But I really do think that I feel like he's going to be one of the kind of sleeper hits from this world. He's going to get at least one ban, I reckon. I don't even think it is the Team Global, you know. I think it's just his 2. His 2 just does shitloads of damage. And building Book of Thoth in it makes him hit like a fucking truck. And it's really easy to get pretty much max CDR just in like a good build without forcing it. Which is what Janus basically needs. So yeah, I think he might just sneak his way in. Jingwei, probably undervalued. She's fine. Good crit items. Builds pen and power well as well. In fact, it's probably the best at building both. Again, one of those hunters that's just solidly good. Yorm. Are we going to see any Yorm? Does anyone think we're going to see any Yorm? Any objections from the gallery? God, there are so many gods in this game. Okay, Kali. Again, Kali. Do we think Kali's going to make an appearance? Do we have any Kali stands? Because my inclination is to put her here. Johnny might just play her and run over the game, but... Do we have a Kali enjoyer in the chat? Yeah, I just don't see it. I'm keeping her in meh. Stay in the bin. Khepri is another one who I think is not particularly... Yeah, that is true, Ultima, yeah. Khepri is one who I think, probably isn't strongest at the moment, right? But people would love him at Worlds, again. He's another Worlds pick. When people are in the pocket, in the tank, they're like, fuck it. Slam the Khepri. Right, now, do we believe in the Warriors solos even a little bit? Axe time. Could King Arthur be good? Can he rise his way back to the top? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. King Arthur. No. Oh dear. He's in the bin. What a shame. He had it all in front of him. Had his whole life ahead of him, and he's toppled. Khepri is an Aurora pick. I think Aurora loves Khepri, but I still see other people playing him as well. Animosity's Axe Arthur. That's the tech right there. Can we say our prayers for Arthur? He was too young, man. He didn't deserve that. Right. Cuckoo. Probably player specific. Maybe even undervalued. I think Cuckoo's actually just solid. And like, to me, if I'm playing him, I don't think he's that good. But I've seen big man Tings play him, and it's fucking cracked. I think he probably sits here. BMT, realistically, maybe just BMT actually. But I can see him making an appearance. He's just such a simple god, and like late game, you just go press 1 at someone who's like 3 postcodes over from you. Oh, they're dead. You just hit them for 800, and everyone's building Book of Thoth. So, well, quality was top pick with Thoth. Is that true? I swear, the games that I saw, I didn't see him once, or am I just tripping? Am I completely off the pace? Am I out of touch? Let's refer to the great god Hazer. What tier has Hazer got him in? That's my judgment for how they're generally seen. Oh, he's in high pick. Goodness gracious. See, I just knew it straight away. So maybe the danger noodle can creep his way up here. In Hazer we trust. Cool, I'm happy to put him there. I love Cuckoo. I saw Big Man Tings hit a Cuckoo ult just off an Amir wall setup. Didn't even stun the guy. Still moving. If he can do that, then he can make Cuckoo look good. Kumba is literally the reason we have an Aurora tier, because I was going to put him in Doggy Doo Doo because I think he's arguably the worst god in the game. But if someone told me that Aurora locked... Let's say that I had a coma and I woke up and I said... Oh, did anyone pick Kumba? It would not surprise me if... I'm not sure if that's what I would ask if I had a Kumba, but if I had a coma. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I can't say a sentence. If I went into a coma, I don't think I'd ask if anyone played Kumba. But if I did, it wouldn't surprise me if it was Aurora. It wouldn't surprise me if he just slammed Kumba one game and just said, fuck it. Kuzan, meh. Kuzan does what Kuzan does. Gets in there. Ruffles him up. Spins around, goes, hey! That's what's important. Do. Right. It's not necessarily that he's the worst pick, it's just that there is, in my opinion, always a better pick. Like, what is the circumstance when you want... what's his name? I don't even know his name. Kumba. In what world? Lance. He says hello to Arthur at the bottom. So long, my king, as he trots his way up to solid. Again, if there was a mid tier, I'd probably put him in there. Maybe player specific. He's fine. Yeah, fuck it. I'm actually going to do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Mid. 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 Anyone else getting a bump up? No. Just here for Paul Silla, aren't we all? Maybe Kukulkan slots down there as well. There we go. Oh, it's all come too professional now. It's all too corporate. Is there anyone else who deserves a little bit of love? Maybe Kuzan. Maybe Kuzan can go in mid. Maybe Apwash. Yeah, let's put Apwash up there. Fuck it. Arguably Fafnir, but I think I'm the only person arguing for that. I'll put Erlang up there as well. Yeah, that feels right. There we go. Loki. Do we put Loki in player specific or just shit? I like Loki, but it ain't looking too good for him. If we say player specific, we have to think who. Maybe Johnny. Johnny comes to mind. Maybe Oath. I don't really know where else to put him. I remember someone locking in Loki in a crucial game 5, and that did not go well. Poor Cheerio. Have we really seen Loki competitively since then? Like, not really, to be honest. I think he might have to sit in doggy doo-doo, unfortunately. Twig? Yeah, Twig could play him. But I don't think he will. Twig would rather play the Guan Yu jungle. Run it back. Maman. Ooh. Solid. Or do we think she's maybe a bit overrated? I remember when she first came out, I was like, holy fuck, this god is broken. But she does kind of have that. She has that Thana thing to her where it's like her score will have 13 kills and 12 deaths, and you know, she's the triple double machine. Or do we think she's super OP? Everyone's going to pick her. Hera isn't Geb crazy? Well, tell that to the pros, because they ain't picking him. So where are you guys putting Mamam from your experience? Because I think Solid's probably fair enough. Or do you think she might be down as a kind of top pick? I think she's going to be definitely in the running for some high picks, but something tells me that by the end of the tournament she won't be valued as highly. Just my sneaking suspicion. Wonder what Diana thinks. You reckon she's tippy toppers on Scrooge? It's our doink ban. The doinkster. I think I'm more with Devin on this, to be honest. I think I'd rather put her in overvalued than top pick, top ban. Although I do think she is good. And like she is dangerous. I think she's definitely highly rated at the moment. I just think she might become a bit too risky towards the end of the tournament. Maybe she does belong up here, but I'm going to leave it here for now. If we change our minds, we can get back to it. Marticarus, I never want to see your fuck ugly face again. Maui. Solid. Hello, Bill. I think Maui's just good. Oh, good. Won a championship before. Why can't I do it again? I think he's quite a... I think he was kind of ignored for about a year straight pretty much since he won Worlds. But I think he's now back in the game, back in the running. Medusa, meh. Maybe Doggy Doodoo, actually. At least you can build attack speed stuff. True, value doesn't mean they're bad. Just means that I think by the end of the tournament they're not going to be as loved. I think probably I wouldn't want to see anyone pick Medusa. Merc I'll put in player specific. I wouldn't surprise to see adapting or Oath slam that. I think Merlin, he can say hello to his mate Arthur, but I think he can arguably jump up to the dizzying heights of meh. But I don't think he's going much higher. And there's probably an argument that he's in Doggy Doodoo. I think Merlin is just like a good character generally, but I guess the question you need to ask yourself is he going to get played at Worlds? Do I see anyone locking him in? He's one of those that wouldn't surprise me if they did, but it kind of would surprise me actually. Sorry, Merlin. No, but I could just see Paul being like, "Fuck it, game 5, let's just play Merlin." Morgan is solid. Morgan's been... She could arguably be up here. Maybe she does go up there. Yeah, Benny Q. Maybe it could go player specific, but I don't think so. I think I'm leaving it there. Yeah, I think Morgan's probably up here. Morgan has been... I mean, there's an argument you could say to have her there, but I think she's just such a solid mid. Mid of the mids. Everyone loves the MILF. Mulan gets bopped by mage solos. Can be good in the warrior solo meta, but I just don't think she's flexible enough. Putting it there for now. Naja. Oh. This is where I need another tier for It's Worlds, so this god will be good. Which would have AMC in it. It would have Cuckoo in it. Janus in it. Hunbats. And most definitely Naja. There's an argument for Naja just being solid, I think. At the very, very minimum, Naja is player specific. People just love Naja at Worlds, man. They just love it. They fucking love it. Twig will end up playing Naja. Sino will probably whip it out at some point. They can't resist. They can't resist. Nem, I think... Sorry, I'm not dropping it. I think Nem's solid. I think Oath's going to play her. If Ra gets picked, Naja value goes up. Hell yeah, brother. Everyone loves that. That's like the one combo that even us shitters can hit. Yeah, I think Nem's really good at the moment. I really liked how she looked in the qualies. Yeah, I think she's just good. She can build auto attack, she can build ability, she can build tank if she want, but I wouldn't. Good at chomping down those mage solos, so. Neath. Sorry, Neath. Arendite very strong. I think Nem will be a top pick. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Arendite is... Yeah, the move speed on Arendite is ridiculous. And she does make the item very good. So, yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Neath, I'm sorry, mate. I actually quite love Neath. I've got a bit of a soft spot, but no. Nike, I wish there was a tier below Doggy Doodoo. Don't even care if she's good or not. She's going in the bin. Nox. Bit of a fall from grace. Saw her all the time at the beginning. Don't see her as much. But we're not surprised to see quite a bit of her. Wouldn't surprise me if she was in one of these ones. Maybe she's better than player specific, but Nuwa, get in the bin. Odin, get in the bin. Actually, no, Odin might be played. People do like Odin. He's more of a comp specific one. He's more of those, you look at your 9th pick and you see that they've got no jumps. You're like, fuck it, we just slam Odin. And he'll be fine. And he'll cause a ruckus. Although saying that, I remember Sino playing last year when he was playing Thanner all the time. The other team had like Odin and Ymir, and he was like, fuck it, Thanner. So the man clearly lives in a different realm to the rest of us. Oleron, wouldn't surprise me if we just put him in mid. If people are playing Sol, there's plenty of room for you to play Oleron, and his ult just is insane, so that's quite handy. Oh, poor Osiris. Osiris has been one of the best gods in the game since the game was released, but in the last couple of years, he's taken a nap. I highly doubt we'll see any of him. Pele, melee more like. She's fine. Maybe she's just in mid. Actually, yeah, she's pretty mid. Pagon Slammer in the mid lane. He's just a good pick. Yeah, you know. Persephone. Okay, Poseidon. Right. Do we think we're going to see mage solos? And do we think we're going to see Poseidon if we do? I feel like when we look at how the nerfs have affected solo mages, I think you look kind of directly at Poseidon as the key culprit. That's where I see him. I see him mid. I think he's fallen from grace a bit. But I'm open to suggestions on this. Fino ban? Not gonna ban it against Ven. Any thoughts? I thought it would be very passionate about Poseidon, but no one seems to give a shit. Could be in Aurora. Something tells you you're talking about a different god, because I don't want to see Aurora Poseidon. Huge cripple synergy. Okay, right. Here we go. Ra, straight up to the top. You're undervalued. In the words of Hi-Res Bar, if Ra was released now, people would think he's a fucking broken god. He hits like a truck. He does true damage on his ult. Are you mad? I think I would not surprise me if people just started playing Ra randomly. He's one of those gods where there's a bunch of gods that I think just sit in this permanent state of where, like, if someone just suddenly starts paying attention to them again, if one person makes them look good, they'll suddenly just become top pick, top man. Like, these are the gods that are just viable and fine, but just not really being played. And suddenly someone kind of remembers, like, oh yeah, that god's actually really good. I think all of these gods sit in that category, all of the undervalued ones. Benny does go hard on Ra, it is known. Raijin. Is anyone going to play Raijin anymore? I feel like everyone hates playing Raijin at the best of times. And he was one that's going to be suffering from the nerfs as well. I guess I should probably put him in mid, but part of me kind of wants to slam him down a bit, put him in meh. Ah, Sweetwater. I kind of want to bump Naja up. I'm going to put Naja there. Fuck it. Because I can. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw a ton of Naja all of a sudden. Ram. Ram is like the definition of solid. If solid had a picture, it would be Ram. Ram has been solid since release. The single most played god in Smite's history. Over Thor and everything. Did they get his CDs? Wouldn't surprise me, they were super low, so I am tempted to put him in meh. Fuck it. It's my list. I'll do what I want. Rat. Okay, now this is one that just seems to be flavour of the month. Everyone seems to love Rat. So I seem to remember people thinking that Rat's going to be top of the pops. I don't really get it. Rat's good. I think he's solid. I think he's been solid forever. Why would he be top pick now? Like, what has changed? Or is he just one of these that everyone just decided they like again? He strikes as the kind of god that's going to be like high pick, top ban until people kind of work out the land meta. And then they go, oh yeah, actually no, wait. There are way more busted gods out there. Like, we're getting clapped by, I don't know, Nem every game. You know? I feel like every year there's one god that everyone kind of goes, oh shit, I forgot this god's actually broken. Flex comp P&B Nightmare? Is he though? Because like, who's playing him solo? Or are they playing him mid instead? Ooh. I'm going to go against the grain, I think, and just slap him in solid. Because I think he is solid. He's fine. I don't think he's that good. Raven. Sorry, mate. I like Raven. Goodbye, Carlin. Godspeed. Scylla has to go here. Yeah, but feel free. My counterpoint to that would be that semi-globals have been good on every single map in Smite's existence, and Rat has never really been like, you know, the big dog, the big rat. Scylla, whether she actually is undervalued is up for debate, but at Worlds Scylla, just different beast. Different beat. Yeah, Stealth will come down and grace us with his presence. Paul's going to play her once. He's going to pop off, and then she'll never see another game. Right, let's race through some others. Circuit. We're going to see any Circuit? Probably not. No, meh. I put her in meh. Paul Scylla is ridiculous. Is anyone playing Set these days? Because I always think Set's kind of either the most broken god in the game or just not touched at all. Yeah, Scylla sits in the world's tier. Scylla sits in the world's tier. Do you know what? Fuck it. It's happening. The world's tier has begun. So who goes in the world's... There's an argument for Ammo. I'm going to leave her where she is for now. Humbatsa as well could go there, but no. Naja is firmly in the world's tier. Scylla is the poster child. I can't move Erlang there because he's so mid. AMC, in you get, son. You're in the world's tier. Ketpri, come on in. Gonathan. Goobis. Such a world's player. Janice is tempting, but I want to leave him in undervalued just so I can go. Same with Hebo. I kind of want to leave him there just so I can go. I'm going to get it right. And everyone goes, Dan, you're so smart. Because that happens all the time. Did any of the other guys make an appearance? Fenrir. Oh, but I can't even put Fenrir there. Like, even in the joke tier, I can't put him there. Cuckoo is tempting. There's not even Loki, I think, being in there. Neath as well. Shout to MLC. I think Fenrir, yeah, let's put Fenrir there. Come on, Fenrir is a world's god, isn't he? So thank you, Peter. That's someone gets it. Carly is also tempting. Carly does have a few, just has a world's moment every now and then, but I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Let me think. I don't want to touch the top tiers because I'm happy with them. There's an argument for Ra, Janus, Hebo, and Kukullan, and Erlang all being moved, and Ao Kuang maybe, but I'm going to leave that there. Right. God, this is so many tiers. Is Set good? Tell me. I'm running out of ideas. Should we put him in undervalued and say, fuck it, he's randomly going to get played? No, I think he's going to be... I don't think we're going to see him. I don't think we're going to see him. Same with Shiva, sadly. Like Shiva. And same with Skadi. I'm sorry, but you're all in the bin. Sobek. Straight in there. Straight in there. I have been a Sobek stan for my entire life. I've always rated Sobek. And then in the last few years, I've become more and more convinced that he just isn't good and competitive. And now I've started rating him. Suddenly everyone started fucking picking him again. I've been wanting to see Sobek for ages, but he's not getting played in solo. I'm pretty damn certain about that. He's just getting played in a ton of support, and I just don't think he's very good. Like, why is everyone playing Sobek as support now? After all of these years where he's been actually good. No, he's not a raw tier. Everyone's playing him. It's the problem. You can see a ton of Sobek. I just don't think he's very good. He gets really badly exposed. You pluck, and then you die. Sol, I also think sits in this tier. Sol's not bad, but she seems to get played an awful lot for a god that dies very, very easily when she gets jumped on. Yeah, she can 3 for a bit. She doesn't really do anything. She kind of just floats around existing. Or technically not existing. I think these are the gods that I think I'm going to see a lot of play of, but I think realistically, if any other good sort of meta appears that people realise is, oh shit, this is how we should be playing, these guys are going to get dropped like it's hot. Wukong, meh. It's just a free lane though, but when has Worlds ever really been decided by lane? Worlds decided by fucking massive 5-man team fights around Fire Giant. That's like what Worlds is always decided by. That's how PK won an entire World Championship, because they just gave up every single lane the entire way through and then just won 5v5s. Like, they took it to the extreme, but yeah. Player specific Serta because Sino might just play him. Say fuck it. I think Susano, probably solid. Did he get nerfed? I feel like he's not as good as he used to be. Maybe he should just sit in mid. But I'm going to put him in solid, because fuck it, I can. Sylvanas, sadly, either meh or doo-doo. Maybe you should sit in meh. No, I'm sorry. You're too slow. You're too fat. You're too killable. If people are building... one thing I will say about Sobek is if you're playing a lot of Sobek and you're a Sylvanas, you're in fucking trouble. Terra is just solid. Terra's always been solid. You just press 4 and you're a good god. So that's literally the entire Terra playbook. Thana. I can see Thana making an appearance or two. Again, Sino has carried so much of this tier list of, yeah, I don't really think many people play it, but Sino might. Morrigan, I think there's an argument for Morrigan sitting in solid. So I'll put it there. I really rate Morrigan, especially with Pool playing it. Argument for her being in player specific as well, but I think everyone's got Morrigan in the back pocket. And they will, especially if people are picking lots of Rat. If people are picking Kama, they're picking a lot of Rat or Susano, you know, even Baba, Ganesh even, fuck it, then Morrigan can't be bad. Thor either sits in, I think, just solid, potentially up here. People are loving Thor at the moment. And he looks really good. Rat Milk, show me the way. Okay, right, almost there. The end is in sight. Thoth. Straight to the top. I think we're going to see a ton of Thoth. I think people just love playing Thoth when he's good. He just feels like an absolute nightmare to deal with. I just sense it. I just sense a lot of Thoth on the horizon. If Morrigan is that high, Cthulhu's better than Doodoo. Counterpoint. I'm in your walls. Tiamat. Mid. Suki. Meh. Tyr. Meh. Ulla. We are speeding now, boys. Ulla goes in the doo-doo pile, unfortunately. Vimana goes in meh. Vulcan, you can sit in mid. Maybe even solid. Nah, I'll put him in mid. Oh, Shibalonke. There's only one place for you, my son. Overvalued. Shibalonke is the first god I ever bought with favor. I love Shibalonke. One of my favorite gods in the entire game. He's not good. Stop playing him. One of the best ults in the game. But the rest of his kit stinks. Just not a good pick. Xingqian, meh. Yemoja, I will always put Yemoja in this tier just because I think she's fucking broken. Why does she do so much? She has so many buttons. Ymir, player specific for me. I think good Ymirs always look good at Worlds. Ymir, that's where Ymir sits. He's a Worlds god. He just looks good at Worlds. Everyone loves him at Worlds. Yuang, mid. Zeus, meh. Zhongqi, stinky poo-poo. And put the whale there. Bit of a whistle-stop tour at the end, but we made it in only 2 hours. What do we think? I'm going to slowly pan down for you to give all of your horrendous opinions. Tell me that I'm wrong in every single way. Oops. What did I just do? Yeah, there you go. Let's change some colours. Yeah, look at that. Exactly, Foobles. Winning 20 or losing 15. What do we think? Let me zoom out a bit so you can... Actually, pretty won't be able to see the gods then, but... I think this is a work of art. I think Atlas probably doesn't belong in Doggy Dude. Let's put him in meh. Because there are a lot worse gods around him. Actually, there's some real stinkers in here. Yeah, he doesn't belong there. He doesn't belong there. Free my guy. Herc might be in the wrong place. Kali might be better than meh as well. I'm going to put Kali in the Worlds tier. That feels better. Tier is also arguably in Worlds tier as well. I really don't think anyone's going to pull out Bastet. I really don't. Maybe I'll be horrendously wrong. Xingqian player specific? Which player? Who do you see playing that? And like, what's the circumstance? I chant screen pulls out Bastet. I just don't think so. I feel like Erlang is a comp god. Yeah, exactly. He just does so much. W list. Chef's kiss. I'm going to scroll up a bit so you can see the top. I think Scream hates her. I really do. Like, I think Scream thinks she's terrible. It's the people who love the gods the most that hurt them the most. Right, we'll save this as the work of art is, and we'll do a stream post Worlds to see how we think, how we look. if I had to make some predictions, it's going to be that Janus will suddenly start making an appearance. Wouldn't surprise to see a lot of Gilga as well. Going to see a ton of Ram, because that happens literally every single year, ever. Ton of Thor. Thor could arguably be up here, to be honest, I think. In fact, I might put him there, because I don't think he's a top ban. I don't think people are banning him so much. Like, he can be a bit of a liability, but I think there's an argument for Yu Huang being in meh, actually. I might bump him down. There we go. Tier list complete. God, I hate that God like Surtur has crept this high up. God damn you, Sino. God damn you. Our next order of business is Smite World's bingo card. If it turns into a late base defense, Merlin get picked more. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Huge disparity between the top Guardians and the rest in your list. I wonder. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, I've got Yamoja and Ganesh, Athena right at the top. Sobek around here, and then the rest is a bit of a bloody chasm after Maui, isn't it? Yeah, good point. But I feel like even the worst, even ones I've got quite low down, like Kepri, I'll just happily get slotted in. Got Horus knocking around as well. But right, bingo card time. I might make this even. Well, we'll see how many we've got, but. Oh, 1 second. Fucking, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back, gents. I'll get a drink and we'll start on the bingo card. Get thinking. I said, right, I have returned. um, yeah, my girlfriend's just driven to fucking Glasgow. She's only just learned to drive like last month, and she drove to fucking Glasgow. I've got my thing on so I can hear myself in my ears. Spooky. Jack Weasel, when are you going to make a video on Miss Win World's Console Win with Bobby? Probably never, because I've never even seen those games. But maybe I should. Do you think they're worth it? I'll have a little watch and see. Seeing X numbers of goths in the world's tier list. I think a more accurate bingo square would be that all of my predictions are horrendously wrong. Titans getting 3-0'd. Well, so the equivalent of the Ferryman getting 3-0'd again. No chance. Aurora shitting it up on Kepri. Very plausible. PBM on Afro. Yep, okay. Dan gets incredibly hungover at the world's after party. I don't even have a ticket to the after party, so they better fucking let me in. I didn't come that far just to go home. God, does this page do like a dark mode? Because it's so fucking bright. You'd think this very professional page of bingobaker.com would have maybe I can go. Oh no, I just can't see anything. Okay, fine, fuck it. Right, so yeah, okay, I like Panos' suggestion. Swearing on listen-in, very important. Or someone complains about the lag. I actually made notes about this. This is how in the zone I am. Right, okay, so you can't imagine they declined the guy that made the Finch tribute video. Well, that's the guy who also lost the Golden Bolt to Hey There Jungler by Rexy, so maybe I'm not the royalty I think I am. Okay, so I think another one that we're bound to see. Spectator crash. / entire game crash / remake. Oh Christ, Axel! If lobby gets remade due to technical issues one day, that'd be, you can just scratch that off now. You can just get rid of that. you can just, there is literally there is no chance in hell that doesn't happen. Stream death as well. Stream death. If the stream even lives for a minute, I'll be shocked. You just hear that beer popping. My nice room temperature beer. Yeah, the free one. Lobby remake. Yeah, banned skin. Banned skin is a good one. Banned skin without fail. Okay, I think we've also got to chuck in an Anubis pick. You just can't have a Worlds without an Anubis pick. He just has to creep in somewhere. Okay. I also think, as is always Worlds tradition, we've known this for years, Paul defeats World Champs in quarter finals. Slightly long for a bingo square. Is it under league? I literally changed it from, it was trying to set it as league, and I literally changed it so that it wasn't fucking league. God damn it. I hate this goddamn website. Wait, bear with me. I'm going to change that because it's annoying. Right. Details. Game. Game title optional. No. Get Smite 2014. Thank you. God damn it. Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Pool passive. It's even better because that you think that's too specific, but that has happened in Season 6 Worlds, Season 7 Worlds, Season 8 Worlds. The man is a menace. Cannot be stopped. Wait, did that happen in Season 8? It was... Oh, no, it didn't happen in Season 8, because he was the world champion at that point. Neilmar passive mention of card. Well, Neilmar might be playing in there, so... Yes, Coast solo someone. I predicted he was going to solo Yakor last time. And what did he do? What did he do? He soloed them. Well, that's Or, I mean, that's usually the case, though, Zeke. A lot of times you do actually have no idea. Do you know what always makes me laugh? Is when they're talking about if there's anyone who's been in the league for a while. Like, it was usually Barrett and Zatman, and now Barrett's out. It's usually just Zatman. If he ever made a good play, they're like, and they still do this, they're like, oh, rolling back the years. Fucking hell, he's not like a pensioner. He's just like 30. yeah, see that. Okay, base race. Yes, base race. Okay. They have no idea. They definitely do. Nice. Yeah, okay. Bogus FG steal. I'm talking Divine Ruin proc. I'm talking Oboe. You know, like Nene Kappa. Okay. What else did I have here? Oh, proposal at the venue. Do you remember last year when a Titans fan proposed to a Kings fan or something like that? Disgusting crossbreeding. Won't allow that. Okay. Next one. Your favorite player retires. Because that's what happens every single world. It's like, woo, like, oh, it's such a fun time, so hype. And then, like, everyone that you've ever loved quits. And it hurts, man. It hurts. Yeah, okay. Awkward player interview. That is a definite freebie. That is such a freebie. Okay, this is another one that I cooked up. Ires collaborates with weird brand / streamer. Do you remember that fucking Pugs thing last year? Do you know the one that I mean? That random like Pugs NFT thing they had in the corner. It looked like something that I would club to death with a mallet if I had the chance. Fat Neath cosplay, nice. I'm gonna leave this as the like Smite stuff, like actual in-game stuff, I think. But almost definitely, yeah. Maybe I should do that cosplay. Smite 2 announced. Holy shit. If you get that one, that's fucking huge. Lazy back kill, I like it. Too many goddamn lazy backers. Sorry to be there again. You're there last year. Nice, man. Well, I'll see you there. I will see you there. I hope you aren't actually Parthenax. That would be slightly concerning. Oh, yes. Perfect, Zeef. Someone dies to camps. I don't know if you meant like FG or Gold Fury, but let's say someone dies to NPC. Let's call it that. Right, I think there's also the chance of oh yeah, let's do someone said reverse sweep right at the beginning. Reverse sweep's got to get in there. Got to get in there. I was also thinking to honor our the great loss of Persephone in season 6. God gets disabled. Not like a disability, like not allowed to play them. Yeah, let's say huge Thor dunk. Zapman 4 time. If the Ravens win, if Ravens beat those teams, then fucking hell, he deserves that ring more than SK. Carrying Tyler Whitney to a ring. Now that is a real honor. I think team upset is a bit too broad. Because like if the Ravens beat the Kings, is that an upset? Like, yeah, let's say SPL team loses to Mambo, as is tradition. That'll happen in the fucking qualifiers. Oh wait, no, I've got one. I've got one. Signs of Life get mentioned. Yes. For those who don't know, Signs of Life are the SOC team in our Discord who have been fragging left, right, and centre. Mostly thanks to my leadership and general father figure to the team. They owe all their success to me, but I don't like to brag about it. But like they are nothing without me. I'm the heart and soul. I might not actually play or communicate, but that's okay. I think they go to bed and they look at their posters of me on the wall and they know that they can succeed. Signs of Life. We said the thing. Yes, visa issues. Visa issues have got to make a shout. There's always something. I was nearly the victim of that. Yeah, let's slap Pentakill in there. Pentakill. Gotta get one. And you know what? Bam! We have the technology. It's now 6x6. We're not done yet. Do you think you were free from this? Yes, just salad. Perfect. Let's say Relic Fat Fingered. SOT at yes, perfect Trill. I like that. SOT. Yeah, at enemy v. Oh, I can't type. I might just type this as SOT doing SOT things. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Listen in as team gets wiped. That's always a classic one. They're like, "Oh, go to the listen in," and they're like, "I'm dead. I'm dead." Oh, for fuck's sake! Stupid fucking game. Caster's copying a haze a bit. I mean, that's just now part of like the Smite vernacular. Like, is that person good? That is just part of the Smite brain, the Smite hive mind. Oh, that's a new one. 5-man fight for first beacon. The beacon boogie. Whoa! Trell and Peter just in the exact same. Oh, wait a minute. That's a crucial bit of comms. I can't see. Oh, I like it. Seath. Hunter support. Who are you thinking, Phil? The Janonher? The Gonher? A 10-man endure before 10 mins. That's the zap for 4 right there. What else did I have written down? I've just written. Oh yeah, what was the one that Panos said at the beginning? It was or maybe it was Rhythm. I can't remember. Titans get 3-0'd, even though Titans don't exist in this tournament. We know what that means. Gank goes wrong is just going to happen every game, every tournament, isn't it? Though Benny Q Ra is tempting. Weird invade strats, yes. Kraken, yes. That's now you're talking. Kraken miss on FG secure. It's a world staple. What was the Raijin bug last tournament? yeah. Hazer brand risk on desk. Perfect. Yeah, okay. 0 kills in 15 minutes. Mage solo. I think we're going to see a ton of mage solos, so I can't make it that easy on you, unfortunately. Weird invade strats. Yeah, I like that. Oh no, we're out of squares. You think we're done? You think you're free from this torture? Nah. God in the wrong role. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, there was a ton of set ADC. And by that we mean like in the really in the wrong role. Like you are like you've got your I was about to say ESET jungle, but of course Sino plays that. You've got your like hero support or that yeah, oh that Ven miss on the Kraken. He missed a whole ass Kraken. Mr. Magpie, you've made me think of two. There's a player forgets the bomb. Player forgets recipe. Everyone forgets their goddamn recipes. Sino owning on a bad god is literally all he does. That's like his entire brand. And Sino will just straight-facedly say, that's not a bad god. That god's broken. Are you kidding me? Of course Surtur's sick in the jungle. And it's like, okay, whatever you say, chief. Alt whiff. Which I'm thinking like a... What sort of alt whiff are you thinking? Because there's going to be a ton of alt whiffs. Benny Atlas? Oh, surely he doesn't. Surely he doesn't. Some jump spamming for imminent death. If Jake is there, that's going to happen. 100%. That's like his entire career. I'm stroking my chin and everything. Oh, I've got one. Twig goes 0-11 and wins. Yes, I like that. Doc's fan club. I like that. Farming kills in enemy fountain. 20-minute first blood. I've got 0 kills in 15 minutes. I think that's close enough. Yeah, let's just put Scylla. Let's just write Scylla. That's all you need to know. Just Scylla. Jake sleeping in. Jake permanently sat like this. Jade Dragon's reverse sweep. We've already got reverse sweep in there, but it is fucking tempting to put it. Well, now without vote there, they've lost. They've now only got 2/3 of the core that got the reverse sweep core. Triple double. I'm gonna write Scream triple double because Scream is the triple double man. Oh, not double. Oh yes, Skriz, I like it. Player blocked by teammates wall. Yes, that's it. Let's say a genuine one shot. And easy to hit. Yes, okay. Yes, Reyna, let's get it in. Oh, yes, yes. DW rocks the suit. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, so finding a bug mid-game. I already got God gets disabled. Where is that? Yeah, God gets disabled. Winions, yes. Let's put Winions in there. God, we are actually running out now. Bingo! Gotta get bingo. I can't add any more in now, so you better. Oh, yes, Phil, that's it. Titan missing for win. That's because Bauble's cracked. Great item. Best item in the game. Zeeth! You're a genius! How does he do it? Big cloak stun. Oh, actors. Oh, tempting. Yeah, let's do massive mental stun. Yes, I like it. I like it. The power fist where he's just chilling like this as he pulls absolutely no one. Let's reword this. Awkward player interview is that's just a given. That is such a freebie. This one is already breaking my heart. Smite car. I think we can hear a lot of Smite car. I think the whale's out of action. I think. I'm not like 100% sure. It's got to be. It's not even playing in ranked at the moment, is it? The Kappa. Hey, I've got. If you saw the tier list, Kuzenbo is thoroughly in the mid tier, so he's fine. Yes, Vincent. Now you're cooking. Someone proposes at Worlds. It's already there. Proposal at the venue. That's when I propose to you. Thing is, I'm going to be doing that in Fubles. So I'm always spamming that one. So it's like betting on your own sports games. It's how I've gone wrong, gone sexual. Julian, that happens after good fights. That happens after bad fights. That happens after wins, after losses, after FG, after clearing a back cam. Genesis, it's more of a this, more of a. Team gets ward diffed. That's not exciting though. That's just like a slow, sad loss. Right, got 3 left, and then we are actually done. I was going to put adapting Ao Kwong in there, but genetics rage moment. We'll call it that. Oh yes, yes. Throat goat. We're giving it the pepper shaker. Oh, that's too real, Axel. That's too that's too sad. When everyone's happy, like when fucking Space Station lost to PK for the second time, you just saw Cheerio like lie down in his bed. Oh, that hurt, man. That hurt. Yeah, do you know what? I think Phil. I think you might be on something. Cause I reckon Dolson might come back for a sneaky cast. A pro player dabbed. Boom. Undeserved MVP. I think that only. I guess that's kind of. Oh, double deicide would be. Have you ever seen that? I don't think I've ever seen a double deicide. Undeserved MVP. I think there's always an argument for someone. Like think about, for example, season 6 when Sam won it. I personally think Neil should have won it then. I think the only kind of agreed undeserved MVP was Neil getting it over Paul, but they only did that because they hadn't seen the games when they decided it, which is because they had to do it all a day in advance. Smite 2 is already up here. Announcement. SPL gets cancelled. You can't put that on the bingo card, man. I might take out Huge Thor Dunk if we have another good one, just because it's a bit What do you mean by base kill? Like gets wiped on Titan? Oh, how about backdoor failure? Like the team trying to sneak in and end it. And fuck it up. There's always rumors about that kind of stuff. Admittedly, I've heard more rumors about it this time than before, but people always say that shit. I'll never understand it, why the people who play a game are always like, oh, dead game, dead game. Like when Hathi was tweeting stuff about, you know, how low the player base count is, and it's because, or ever being offline when he was playing on PTS. Of course, there are some people who knew he was joking, but there are a ton of people who are like, oh yeah, dead game, blah, blah, blah. It's like, my brother in Christ, it's like, it's only hurting you to call it a dead game because you play the game. Like, it's not people from LoL commenting on it because they don't give a shit about Smite. Like, LoL players don't even know Smite exists. So, like, why would you hurt yourself? Smite 2 is already, yeah. Someone forgets recipe. Don't you worry, recipe is in there. Player forgets the recipe. I think we might be there. I might get rid of this as well because that's just a bit vague. I know I made it vague, but I'm going to reword it. Not procky. Let's call it proxy. Because by doing SOT things, I mean being fucking miles ahead. It's beautiful. I didn't think we were going to get a 5v5 filled. Let alone a 7v7, 7x7, and everyone loves the brew, Fubles. No one can resist that brew. No one can resist the brew. It's beautiful. Look at this work of art. Tier. Well, according to the tier list. The tier list? Tier is down here, unfortunately, in meh. Meh category. Yeah, I think Stream Crash should be on there, even though that's an absolute free one. I'm going to get rid of one because there are some that I think is a bit... They're a bit... Hmm. Mm. Mm. Titans get 3-0'd. Rest of it. And they're not... They're meant to be the Titans these days, but... They've had one too many 3-0s. I print a bunch of hand them out at the venue. Winner gets a proposal from me. Oh, Global Fire Giant Steel is genius. That kind of... I've got... where is it? Where is it? Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Oh, it's, yeah, literally right here. Bogus FG Steel. That was for more like Oboe or like Divine Ruin proc, but a global sits in there as well. Yeah, Julie, that's the Achilles pick, that is. Yeah, SOT does what SOT wants. Oh, Thunder Phoenix, a man can dream. A man can dream of the Aurora Hercules pick. How do I play virtual bingo? Should we play some Christmas bingo as well? Baby shower bingo! I think this is beautiful. PBM pop off. He'd have to win to pop off, unfortunately, so. Just kidding, Mike, if you're watching. I think I'm going to leave it there. It's a work of art. I wouldn't want to possibly touch it again. Unless anyone has any good ones. Oh, I'm excited for World. It's so close. I'm also, this one's a bit of a risky one given that they still need to qualify. And they didn't actually look that good. Yeah, loyal. I mean, we'll be playing Bridge next. Timeline say yes. Final wins Worlds. Oh, we can dream. We can dream. Is the next SBL event next weekend? Yeah, it's pretty damn soon, isn't it? I think it starts on the 4th. So yeah, next Thursday. When does it start? Yeah, 4th to the 7th. And in fact, oh wait, yay! There's one of the stages. Gladiators all the way. Woo! No chance. And then you got these little puppies as well. It's mental to see Kings having to qualify through this. Like, seeing the Kings having to qualify just to get to Worlds is mental. Yeah, but the problem is, Jova, is that I think the chances of that happening are somewhere between 0 and 0. These played in the studio? I would assume so. I'm not entirely certain, but I'd be surprised if not. Hell yeah, we are, brother. And I will see all of you beautiful people there in person. So who do we have winning the whole thing? Sticks or Ravens taking... Oh, you reckon the Ravens? The Ravens? You think Tyler Whitney is going to get his ring? They are played at the studio? Excellent. So who's taking it? Who's going to be the big dog? Ravens. We've got 2 Ravens believers. Energy out of nowhere from the top rope. You put money on it, Sticks. It's a very... Yes, that's probably where the smart money is. Hex Mambo, crazy. I'd love to see... I don't know how... do we know how the winners of these games merge into the brackets for Worlds? I don't think we've seen any brackets, have we? Well, if we have, I've missed them. I'd love to know sort of who Mambo would be matched up against, because they have a real chance of beating some like actual teams. Glad's easy, yeah, for sure. They should already just start etching Glad's name into the trophy. Is there a bracket predictor? Is there already... Does one already exist? Or do you mean this one that's like right there on screen? Oh, Ferrymen choose, don't they? Yeah. I forgot about that. Your Bulls gets MVP for real. He's got an honorary MVP. You think they beat Leviathans as well, Ewans? Wouldn't surprise me if Adapting was slain by his young disciple. I still can't believe how well Leviathans are doing compared to the rest of the teams that are knocking about. I don't know, they just don't... They seem good, but, you know... The other teams are really, really good. Are real good. That is a good question, Parthenax. I don't know. I reckon my gut instincts tell me that the ones where the winner goes to SWC, they'll be best of 5, and then the rest of the games will be best of 3s. That's my hunch. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Yeah, I know what you mean, Thunder Phoenix. They are a bit... How do you want to say? Shit. No, just kidding, sort of. They got Coast now, though. Coast the GOAT. Vaporish GOAT. Yeah, Johnny's nuts. Johnny is like one of the best players in the world. By a mile. Yeah, Kings did just kind of collapse a bit after that genetics fallout. Interesting to see how Quig does in these qualies. Because it's funny, I wasn't the most on board with Quig when he came into the league on the Hounds, and I watched him on the Hounds and I was like, oh shit, he's actually really good. And then he went to the Kings and I was like, oh, actually, maybe not. No, that's mean. I can't say that. But it's kind of true. Yeah, classic deportation nerf. That is a can opener. I don't know why I'm holding it. I use it to open my beer. And I'm now just like wielding it like a weapon. Yeah, see, Ewan's, I think a lot of people have thought that over the years, but there's a reason why he's won as much as he has. I know some people will say, oh, won world championship, but he was in the finals for so many. Like, he just plays differently to like a Johnny style of jungler. He just wants to make as much room for his carries as possible, given that they're really, really good. Like if I'm playing in a game and I've got fucking big man Tings behind me and Yakor and ADC, I'm not like I'm the superstar here. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'll play Geb jungle if you need some setup. I'll play Ares jungle. I don't care. Just like whatever you need, I'm there. Yeah, this is the real microphone. Maybe I should get Bologna ADC on the bingo card. A worse sign of I don't think so. I think you see, Reina, I kind of disagree though, because Twig does have that carry style to me. Like, I mean, watch last year's Worlds. Like, let's watch that fucking. I'm gonna bear with me. Bear with. I'm gonna turn off screen capture. I don't accidentally dox myself on the way through. I'm going back to. Oh god, I've just opened my own video. Whoops. Smite. VOD. God, I really need to move. Planissy's broken. Weakened style, but actually good. Lol. Nah, Cherry fragged in the jungle. Cherry was a fragger. The more the Jade Dragons or Oni Warriors, whatever that, you know, the Dades Nika vote team, the more they suck, the more I realize just how good Cherio was. Right, we're going back. Smite World Championship Finals. Dum, 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 dum. Yes. Let's just watch Twig fucking beat people up. Why does this look so washed out and horrible? Dun 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 dun. Oh, shout out to Variety getting first blood in this game as well.
And the one tangible lead.
I can't believe this happened.
He's been in a couple of those as well. So keep your eyes on Stu when
like,
he leaves, the Tartars
can you
might
believe that fucking Variety one shots? Look at him. Oh, you can't see him. That's not what I was here for. I'm here for Brapton Twig. Just beating up. Oh, watch out. He missed. Paul missed. Okay, that was more just Tings, wasn't it? See, oh my god, he hits 5. This game, this whole set was just such a fucking stomp.
Telegraphed movement of the aggressive shield, not exactly the tanky.
Certainly sign have had huge glow ups. I think they just beat him up here, don't they?
SOT could struggle as well. Captain Twig wants to get in.
I feel like he just monkeys in and just oh.
Active now on a Variety to body box.
Boink, smack. Okay, maybe this isn't the best example of Twig fragging, but he's beating him up anyway. Anyway, that vaguely makes my point. You want to watch Paul lose again? Damn, that's toxic. What the? What the? What? Yeah, no, I agree. He isn't the best at carrying, but look at these reactions from Paul though. On the reaction of the monkey ult. Slick Rick. Oh, this should be on the bingo card. A Raw just randomly in the enemy jungle, like 7 minutes in. Not sure that was an entirely necessary Vulcan ult, but yeah, the Kings were just like better by an absolute mile this tournament. Look at Yakor just soloing down. Look at that wall. Just so far ahead in every single way. Can't forget that Stuart was here. What's Stuart doing here? He's in World Finals. Anyway, right, on that note, I think we're going to call it there. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. And I will see, for those going in person, I will see you in Texas. What? No. Yeah, back in the juicing days, Ewans. But yeah, I will see you all there. Please do say hi if you see me. I'm quite low down to the ground, so it might be easy to miss me, but yeah, well done for getting tickets if you managed to. It was a bit of a bun fight. And it's fucking expensive as well. Pretty much all the money that I've made throughout making Smite videos has been spent on going to a Smite event, but what could go wrong? I will see you there, Mr. Octopus. I'll see you all in my heart and in my dreams. See you later. Thank you for hanging out, and we'll see how true the predictions come. Something tells me that they will be very, very far from the truth indeed. Godspeed. See you later.